one evening, her fingers gently brushing over mine as she spoke softly, her voice carrying the weight of exhaustion. "I need a break," she said. "Not from you, just from everything." She described feeling smothered by the daily grind. Work deadlines, discussions about starting a family, and the never-ending obligations that made her feel like she was disappearing into the background of her own life. "I just want to feel free for a few days," she added, her eyes pleading for understanding. And I understood. At least, I thought I did. Marriage wasn't meant to be a prison. I believed deeply in the idea of partnership, in supporting each other through every phase of life. So when she mentioned a short trip to Miami with her college friends, just 4 days, I didn't hesitate. I told her to go. In fact, I encouraged it. I even helped her pack her suitcase, smiling as she playfully modeled outfits. That week, she was different, lighter, more affectionate. She sprayed on perfume again. She kissed me with a spark I hadn't felt in months. I truly believed that this escape might breathe some life back into us. She left on a Thursday. I remember the tightness of her embrace before she walked out the door, the way she whispered, "Thank you for trusting me." And I did. I really did. The first hint that something was wrong came quietly, from someone I never expected, Jonas, the husband of one of her friends on the trip. We weren't particularly close, but we'd shared beers a few times and chatted during game nights. On the second evening of the trip, he called me noticeably uneasy. "Hey man, just wondering, you said all 4 girls went, right?" I confirmed they had. "Strange," he said. "My wife hasn't posted anything with Chloe. Everyone else is tagged except her." I tried to laugh it off. Maybe my wife just didn't want to be on social media. But something about the timing, the way Jonas said it, stuck with me. That night, I barely slept. The next morning, I sent Chloe a cheerful message just checking in. No response. Hours passed. Still nothing. I reasoned that maybe she was just busy. But then Jonas messaged again. "You seen this?" he wrote, attaching a short video from a club. It was only a boomerang, a brief flash of lights and movement. His wife had posted it, showing the group dancing and laughing, and there unmistakably was Chloe. A man's arm rested casually around her shoulders. It wasn't lewd, but it was familiar. Too familiar. I recognized the dress she wore. I had helped her choose it, and I recognized that easy, unguarded laugh of hers. This wasn't a stranger brushing too close. This was someone who'd been invited in. Still, I didn't confront her. I told Jonas to stay quiet too. I needed to know more. So I became a silent observer, combing through every Instagram story and post from her friends. I checked obsessively. And on the third day, I found what I was looking for. A photo on a yacht, a group of 6, 4 women, 2 men. Chloe sat close beside one of the guys, sunglasses hiding her eyes, a drink in hand. His arm rested on the bench beside her, close enough to touch. Her body language said everything. She wasn't pulling away. Even then, I didn't explode. I just waited. That night, she finally called. Her voice was tipsy, bubbling with laughter, music blaring in the background. "I miss you, babe," she said, giggling. "We're having such a blast. Don't wait up." I asked where they were. She stammered something about a rooftop party, couldn't name the club. She rushed through her words like she was reading from a script. "You trust me, right?" she asked. I answered, "Of course." She came home 2 days later, full of stories, gifts, smiles. She looked renewed, glowing, even. But not from rest or relaxation. It was the glow of someone who had done something daring and walked away untouched. I saw no guilt in her eyes. Just the thrill of a secret kept. And then I did something I'm not proud of. I contacted one of her old college friends. Not someone from the trip, but a woman who once confided to me that she thought Chloe could be a bit much. I pretended to forget the name of the guy in the yacht photo, said he looked familiar, like someone I'd seen before. She hesitated briefly, then said, "Oh, you mean Miguel?" Just like that, it all came out. Miguel was a local they met the first night. A bartender, tattooed, tall. "They kind of hit it off, huh?" she added with a chuckle. I didn't expect Chloe to be that bold. I mean, I thought she was married. That night, I lay beside her in bed, eyes open in the dark. She snored lightly next to me, unaware. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I just listened to the sound of her breathing and let the weight of her betrayal settle into my bones. She thought she'd gotten away with it. So I decided she wouldn't even hear my revenge coming. 3 weeks later, I told her I had a work trip, San Diego, just a weekend conference. She smiled, wished me well, kissed me like everything was fine. I flew out, but not for work. I met with a lawyer. I opened a new account, redirected my pay, locked our shared cards, and shut down anything we had jointly subscribed to. Then I came home. Acted normal. For nearly 2 months, I kept the act up, pretending nothing had changed while slowly building my escape. And then, one quiet morning, as she wandered into the kitchen in her usual oversized shirt, rubbing sleep from her eyes, I placed a manila envelope on the table. She looked confused. "What's this?" "Separation papers," I said calmly. She laughed. She actually laughed, until she saw I wasn't joking. I told her everything. The video. The yacht. Miguel. Her friend's slip-up. Her expression shifted. Not to regret or panic, but disbelief. "You were spying on me?" she snapped, as if I was the one who had crossed the line. "I trusted you," I said, rising from my chair. "And you reminded me exactly why I shouldn't." I walked out without another word. And that yacht photo, the one that started it all, I had it printed and framed. It now hangs above my lawyer's desk, right where she signed the papers.